Hey, this is Commander Cookout Podcast, episode 392. I'm Brando. I'm here with Ryan. We're going to continue our walk through Wilds of Eldraine by talking about a killer cookie deck. Now, hit our theme song! Hey, Ryan. We're back for yet another whirlwind adventure. How you doing?
We are back. What is going down?
Whole tons going down. We have big and unfortunate news from the community. We've got a great deck to talk about, some stories to tell, some people to thank. But before we get to any of that, we have to thank our official business daddies, FusionGamingOnline.com, your source for all your gaming needs.
Very much so. And I just did my, I'll call it my pre-order, but what it is my stuff that I ordered that I wanted, and the stuff that I ordered that I'm going to paint for our Thursday Facebook altar auctions. Ooh, lots of good stuff. All Eldraine stuff. Gonna have a couple weeks of that.
That's fun.
Saved money on it.
How'd you do that?
By using special promo code at checkout, CCO Summer.
Hang on a second. Do you mean to tell me that you went over there and you bought things you were going to buy anyway?
Bought them anyway.
And you just paid less?
Paid less money.
Wow.
Very important. Everything's expensive these days.
It's the truth.
Might as well pay less for the stuff that you know that you're going to buy anyways. You use CCO Summer promo code, and if it's your first time, CCO Perks promo code. Share those codes with your friends. Share them with the kids in your family that buy Pokemon cards and board games and D&D stuff. It works on everything store-wide. Save money on the stuff you're going to buy anyways.
Or else.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
I said it all menacing, and you said it nice, but the thing that you said was far more threatening. That's how we do.
Yes, that's how we work here in the nation.
Yeah, so we've got some podcasting business today. We've got last week's winner. We've got some Patreon stuff, some CCO store stuff, because we've got new stuff loaded into the store for the patrons.
I looked at it.
It's pretty
cool.
It's pretty cool. I've shown a couple members of the nation. But before we get to that, I think we'd be remiss if we didn't acknowledge and thank the contributions to the Magic the Gathering community by one Mr. Sheldon Menery. Yes, the news broke, some days ago by the time you listen to this, that Sheldon, after a 7-year battle with cancer, passed away peacefully in his sleep. And we wanted to take a moment just in our own stupid way to just thank him and the people around him and his wife and just people that knew him and just we've both met him and I've done interviews with him in the past, and even just from talking to him for the limited time that I did just changed kind of the way that I think about Magic, the game, community, friends, shaped kind of, well, in a way, the show. Like, let's be honest, without Commander, the show wouldn't be here. We are Commander Cookout after all, right?
We're Commander Cookout, not Commander Cookout.
Yes, we're not the commanders of cooking.
Yes. Well, although we could be. We're probably really good at it. But
I suppose. You've met Sheldon at a Magic con, right?
I played Magic with him at a Magic con. I've streamed with him a few times.
Okay, so you're one of the limited numbers of people out there who know who he is.
Yeah.
That have played with him.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was neat. He was a great guy. He's probably the most famous Magic guy that I've ever talked that much shit to.
Oh, yeah?
I talk trash to Sheldon Menery. I've never talked trash to anybody. And if you've played with me, you know I will talk trash.
That's fantastic.
For an hour, and he gave as good as he got. He was a gem. Great man.
So you've played a few games against him.
Yep.
Did you win or lose?
I did not win.
Ah.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't get him.
You didn't get him.
But he didn't get me either, so there's that as well.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a very good Sheldon memory, if you will.
Ooh,
that's rough.
Yeah, you know what?
He's rotating. Yeah.
Oh man. You know what? I was thinking about it last night. I was laying in bed and thinking about oh man, what are we gonna say? What are we gonna do to kind of sum it up without getting all mystical and thinking about where would we be without him and stuff. But when I was talking to Sheldon one time, and I think this is kind of a famous mantra or quote that he has, where he says the best thing, or the thing that Commander is for, is getting together with friends And sometimes magic happens also.
Yes.
Like sometimes we also play magic.
Correct.
And that's what he told me. And at the time, I liked what that sounded like, and I appreciated that that's how he enjoyed the game.
Yep.
But over the years since I've had that conversation with him, that's actually, I've realized that. And now that is really my experience with Magic. I get together with friends, and sometimes Magic and Commander happens.
Yeah, buddy.
And you know that that's true. Like, how many games did I play over the entire weekend in Minneapolis? Maybe 5 games.
Yeah.
Over a 4-day spread, I played maybe 5 games of Magic, but I had deep and meaningful and fun and memorable connections with everybody that came to the house, including the house owners, because they called us because we had a party. and just the people that we've met as a result of the show, which is the result of Commander, which is the result of Sheldon's contributions to Magic the Gathering. So that's what I wanted to say.
I will let everybody know that, yes, I did call him Sheldon Menery once, and he took it as well as would be expected, which means he laughed and then kind of gave that look like he has kind of in the picture that everybody sees him. He was like, And I was like, okay, I'm not going to call him that anymore. But he did laugh the first time. So he had a good sense of humor. And I got to call him a Menery, which is cool.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah, see, there's the two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Ryan is reverent. I am not. But all the best to his family and the people who know him. The community is with you, and we appreciate everything that he did for all of us.
Yeah. And
well, there's more.
If you know what he was like, and know what he was about, and know what his driving vision for the format was, keep frickin' doing it.
Yeah.
Don't let it go to shit.
Yeah.
He worked too hard to have just a bunch of bumbling idiots who, well, actually everybody to death to ruin the format of Commander. Yeah. So keep doing like Sheldon did.
Yes. And don't actually me, or I'll
call you Menery.
Yeah. Yeah, add you to the list.
That's what we got to say about that. So, with that being said, we'll flip to something better. Okay, we got last week's winner.
Ooh.
We got last week's winner for guessing Talion the Kindly Lord, a popular deck list. Supposedly, when we talk about, when we bumble through CEDH talk, people like it. So, last week's winner, Ace Trace 75 on YouTube.
Ace Trace?
Definitely real name.
Ass Trace.
Ass Trace. Yes. Get at us. CommanderCookout@gmail.com. Let us know who you are, that you won, that you're the winner.
Yep.
And what do you say? Your address, including postal and or zip code.
Yes.
We need that.
So that we can send the prize to you. The prize, of course, could be a pack of Magic cards.
Whatever.
A token pack, minus Brando Goblin, because they're all gone.
Yeah.
Couple limited numbers of treasures still available. Or you can get a super sweet sticker pack.
Oh, yeah, I like those because you can take those everywhere, and you don't necessarily play like tokens every game.
Yeah.
But stickers on your deck box every game.
Yeah, or stickers like places you go. There's one that's on the wall at the bar that I went to yesterday. When you go up the stairs onto the patio, there's a CCO sticker right there.
Did you put it there?
Did not.
Cool.
There's 2 CCO stickers in bars that I go to. Didn't put either of them there.
Neat.
That's pretty cool, man. Like,
I wonder if they put them strategically in places that you would see them.
I mean, maybe.
Somebody put one on a urinal in Vegas one time. I seen that one. CCO stickers, always great. Now, speaking of stickers,
yes,
we're having a big sale on CommanderCookout.com.
We are?
Stickers?
Stickers.
15% off.
Ooh.
Summer t-shirts like Brando's wearing, the yellow and blue ones and white ones, because I don't got no tie-dye ones up.
Oh, this is the last tie-dye one?
All $5 off.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the last tie-dye one.
It's all mine.
$5 off, and when you convert like what the price is, because all the prices are in Canadian.
Oh man, so it's like
they're like $4.
Yeah, like 15 cents American.
Please go and buy them. I need them out of my house. They're on sale, and if you spend $50 or more, you can use code FREESHIP to get free shipping anywhere in the world. I'm taking a fucking hit on that, so take advantage. I need them gone. Go and buy them.
That's a great like promo code for the record.
Free ship?
Free ship. And what does it get you? Free ship? I like that.
That's easy.
I like that.
So
it tells you exactly what it is.
Couple t-shirts, or a t-shirt and a playmat, or maybe some of the new stuff if you're a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/CCO Podcast today, not Tuesday when you watch this, but our today, the Ryan and Brando today.
Oh,
I'm going to send out an email on Patreon, so check your messengers, your Patreon messenger messages.
Yeah, like in the past?
Yes.
So make sure you have checked them already.
Yes, there will be super secret links to CommanderCookout.com with our winter stuff.
Neat.
Yep, we've got some cold weather garments.
Yep.
We've got some new gaming supplies.
Yep.
Stuff that people have asked us for a good long while.
Ooh.
Stuff that I know that even Uncle Brando uses.
Yeah.
Tried, tested, true.
Yeah, use them real lots.
CCO stuff.
I even know the thing you're talking about. Man, we're being all secretive.
I know. Well, this is a Patreon exclusive. And I will remind everybody one more time.
One more time.
Because we just got pounded.
Oh.
If you haven't checked your Patreon, your credit card might have gotten messed up when they switched from like North America to Europe and it got declined. So please check that. And if you want to continue to support us, we'd very much appreciate it. But you might have to re-sign up.
Yeah.
So I'll just say that.
We appreciate you doing that also.
My mom messaged me. She's like, hey, I think my Patreon thing didn't work. I was like, oh, not you two.
Your continued support goes a long way, and we do appreciate it very much.
Yes.
So
save my mother the trouble. In addition to buying a summer T-shirt because I need them gone. But the winter stuff is on the way. Probably going to bring some winter stuff to face-to-face tour weekend Calgary.
That's fun.
At the end of September, start of October.
Yep.
Man, I hope it's here in time.
It will be.
Oh, I hope
faith.
so.
Yeah.
Hope so. Yeah. What else we got going on? CCO Experience.
CCO Experience Vegas is going to be super fun.
Oh,
it's coming
so
up
fun.
soon. We're going to float in the pool, and we're going
Yes.
to drink some beer.
Oh.
We're going to play some Magic.
I'm gonna empty the pool, fill it back up with beer, empty it again into my body.
Ooh.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, like on Beer Fest when the guy falls in and he tries to drink his way out. It's gonna be me. You forgot about that part, didn't you?
I did. Yes, I did.
Good-ass
That was
part.
very good.
Oh, man.
Ryan
Okay.
making movie references. Here's a big. Let me tell you a Magic story real quick.
Oh, yeah, you gotta do some Magic
We're going to
content?
talk some Magic content on the Magic Show.
Sure.
So EDH&M was preempted this week for a two-headed giant sealed event that I played in.
Yes.
Now,
With 5-color Mono White Angel Aaron.
correct. And store owner Aaron decided there's store owner Aaron and then 5-color Mono White Angel Aaron.
Yes.
And he lured me in by saying, "I'll give you the play a game promo from Commander Masters if you show up." Because I super didn't want to play, but he's like, "If you show up, I'll give you this Disrupt Decorum promo." I was like, "Oh my god,
Ooh, yeah, Double D.
hate this, but I'm going to do it."
You hate this, but you love Double Ds.
I do, and man, did I hate it.
Did you win?
We won a game.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then we got jobbed out to FU Lara and FU Jesse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Jesse asked me to be his partner.
They were also a team, and they didn't skunk us, but it was one of those long ass games because everybody's gaining life because there's so much fucking food. Food just slows everything down.
Yeah, food got me in the Lord of the Rings pre-release too. I thought I could be aggro. This is going to be easy. I got like 2 murky bees. I can make a couple orc tokens and just gank them.
No,
opponent
food.
goes to 40.
Yeah.
Like, how am I going to win?
How
am I going to win with 1/1s?
Exactly, right? It's terrible. And then we beat the next people. We actually beat them pretty bad. It was It was real good. I got 2 of those, the 3/2 rats for 2 that when they take damage, they turn into rats. So I was just killing them because I didn't want to block it. And they finally blocked them, but they blocked them with 4 X's. So then I had 8 rats, and then I kept getting in. It was good.
Well, there you go.
So that went pretty well.
Uncle Brando plays some Wilds of Eldraine. When's the limited primer coming out?
Never, ever.
Okay.
I was not very good. And then the third game, get this.
I'm getting it.
Fiery Emancipation and Impact Tremors. We had no chance.
That's what your opponent had?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because we took 6 every time a creature came into play.
Ooh, that's pretty
Under
good.
his control.
That's pretty good.
It is bad.
That sounds like our Lord of the Rings pre-release deck, eh?
Yes.
Every time you cast a spell, opponent took 6.
Yes.
Yes. Well, 3 each because it was 2-headed giant.
Exactly. It was,
Yeah.
It was a
That's
nightmare.
pretty good.
But it was fun. It was good if you're going to play a thing. There's lots of creatures with flying. There's so many creatures with flying. It's like there are no creatures with flying. right? Like, it doesn't even matter because everything flies.
You draw a creature that doesn't have flying, you just tear it up, throw it in the
It's
garbage.
worthless.
Oh, man.
Worthless. If it doesn't have flying or reach, why bother?
Because you got spiders and fairies, hey?
Yeah. You think that the rats are going to, these rats suck because they can't block. No, they can't block because everything flies. They didn't even need the can't block thing on them. Like, Jesus.
Oh, that's good. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's what I learned about the limited environment.
Today, we've got a card that probably is good in the limited environment, considering that treasures are foods are artifacts.
Tis.
If you're watching on YouTube,
which you should be,
because Editor Joe works
really fucking hard to make us look good.
Do you think he did 2 greens there?
I hope so.
I hope so.
Because he works hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This card, Sir Ginger the Meal Ender, would be good in limited.
Yes.
Because foods are artifacts.
Yep.
Give it a read.
Sir Ginger the Meal Ender is a 3/1 food knight for 2 of any color because he's a colorless bro. She is a colorless bro.
Yep.
Has trample, hexproof, and haste if an opponent controls a planeswalker. Ryan explained that to me and will explain it to you after I'm done reading the card. Whenever another artifact you control eats shit, you may put a +1/+1 counter on her, and you scry 1, and then it has food, which is to say you can go 2, tap, sack, and you gain life equal to her power.
Ooh, that's like superfood.
Yes.
She's like a blueberry, blackberry, and acai berry. Spirulina.
What?
Superfoods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, superfoods. The kinds of foods you don't eat.
Yeah, don't. I had blueberries once, so they're pretty good.
Yeah.
I like it in pie. It's my favorite pie.
Ooh,
Blueberry
that's
pie.
that's a good comment lever. Favorite pie in the comments. I got to go with apple.
Really?
Classic apple.
Classic, yeah. With
Classic apple.
ice cream?
Yeah.
And do you want it to be warm?
Yep.
Okay.
But also, I will eat it. Me and my brother one time sat down. We ate a whole pie, cold,
Yeah.
like just out of the fridge.
Yeah, I did that without my brother once. Don't have a brother. Just ate a pie.
You ever eat a whole pizza?
Yep.
I've eaten a whole Delicios like oven pizza.
Yep.
I did spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. I did not feel well after.
Correct. Yes. Yes, that is how it
The
went.
pie, on the other hand, all of those things felt fantastic.
Oh, yeah. It feels great while you're doing it, and then you regret it immediately afterwards. Anybody who's eaten a whole pizza knows.
Oh, you're on the pizza thing still, yes.
Oh, yeah. The pie is like, I ate a whole pie. This is
That's
wonderful.
fine. It's
Like,
fine. It's fruit. It's practically healthy.
Yeah, that's smart. That's what I should have done.
So,
Whereas eating
Sir
the whole
Ginger.
pizza is like, holy shit.
Sir Ginger is a superfood. She's a whole pie. And because foods are artifacts,
Right.
she'll get big,
Yep.
and we scry.
Yep.
And we'll have to remember that if we infinitely sacrifice things, we can scry our whole deck,
Yes.
which is very important.
Yes.
Which kind of, with our amount of card draw on the deck, infinite scry and a card draw like a cantrip or an egg or something is practically a tutor.
Ooh.
So we'll just have to figure that out, I guess. Scry our whole deck. Now, if we want to draw 2 cards, that's when it gets complicated because we got to scry our whole deck like 2 times. I don't know if we can actually do this, but we'll see what we can do here.
Well, if you can scry your whole deck, you can scry your whole deck again.
I guess you scry until you find the card you want.
Yeah.
And then you use a cantrip to draw it, or like an egg that you sack to draw a card to draw it, and then you infinitely sacrifice till you find the card that you want again.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how we do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's easy as pie.
Let's see if any of that becomes relevant. We'll flip over to cards and we'll get to it. Okay. Mana rocks. That's usually where we start. We're playing an all artifact deck. This should be easy. Uncle Brando, take it away.
We are playing Wayfarer's Bauble, Ujin the Ineffable, Immortal Sun, Solemn Simulacrum, Sol Ring, Mindstone, Metalworker, Joyra's Familiar, Foundry Inspector, Forsaken Monument, and Dinkmouth Urn.
I love a good Dinkmouth. Now, not all of those add mana per se, but things like the Immortal Sun make things cost less. So does Joyra's Familiar. Historic spells, i.e. artifacts, cost less.
And Ugin?
Yes. Foundry Inspector, cost less. Forsaken Monument, cost less. Dinkmouth Urn gives you mana, actually every player, mana equal to, what is it?
Artifact you control.
Artifacts you control. So this might give us like 10 mana.
Oh, yeah, this could be very lots. And if you can find a way to tap it, you can turn it off so other players don't get the benefit from it.
Neat.
Yeah.
I played in a game with Dinkmouth Urn one time where it got copied,
Oh, shit.
and I had artifact lands and a few other things. So I had like 6 or 8 mana extra per turn.
Wow.
I ended up killing people with Expansion Explosion, the split card that, like, if you do the explosion side, it deals X damage to any target, draw X cards.
Yeah.
And I copied it twice.
Oh, dang.
And everybody took like 22.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yep,
cool.
Every time.
Cool.
What else? I guess, there's nothing else in there that's really super important.
Hey, let's do the removal section.
Okay. All right. All this dust.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
That's it. Yeah. You could. What's the colorless counter spell? Warping Whale.
Warping Whale. I got Warping Whale the other day, and it blew me all the way out of the earth.
Every single time it'll blow you out.
Yeah.
Because nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition or the Warping Whale.
In this case, the Eldrazi
Yes.
Inquisition.
Because it's a good card. So
Actually, that's wrong, because Inquisition of Kozilek is a card.
yes.
Yes. Let's just stick with Warping Whale. Got blown out. Warping Whale. Oh, we didn't say who did the deck. Sorry, this is Nat Thompson's deck. This is Spectre the Ghost Groaner in Discord.
Oh.
So if you see him in Discord, you let him know.
Yeah, give him the finger.
Definitely.
Right in his butt.
Yeah.
No kink shaming in the nation.
Definitely not. But
That's
Nat,
right.
thank you for the list. We appreciate it. Keep the Eldraine lists coming. We should have said that.
Yeah.
Card advantage section.
Where the hell is that?
We're doing the little sections right now. There's
Okay.
3 cards here.
Okay, there's a Mystic Forge.
Mystic Forge is, you can look at the top card of your library. You like
Love
that?
it. Yeah, that's my favorite thing.
You may cast the top card of your library.
That's fine.
That's fine. If we're playing a Sensei's Divining Top with our cost reducers, we can go infinite.
Yeah.
But we're not going to talk about that yet. Also, tap, pay 1 life, exile the top card of your library. So you can get that chaff off the top.
Get that shit out of here.
Yeah, get it off the top. And if we're playing food alongside our Sir Ginger, we could frickin' not care about that life loss. Lost my train of thought there.
And then you did mention Sensei's Divining Top. We are playing that. It lets you draw cards and do things. And
Yeah, essentially when it costs free, you can tap it to draw a card, then put top on top of your deck,
and
then play it again for free.
yeah.
So you can essentially draw your whole deck this way. So this is the first of our air quotes infinites.
Correct. So with we'll just say Ugin or a Joyrus Familiar and
Yes.
a Sensei's Divining Top, you can essentially draw your whole deck.
Draw your whole deck, and then we solve for win.
Yeah, then you solve for a win with all of your cards in your hand. So you better be able to do it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. With artifact decks, remember, we always say that they're quite fiddly. There's no, like, Chandra's Ignition.
Sure.
There's no Fling. There's no X infinite damage. So we'll have to see if we can make it work.
We will.
Okay.
I promise.
Yes.
We have the One Ring.
Second week in a row, right?
Maybe.
We played it last week because
Okay.
we were playing CEDH last week.
That'd be second week in a row then.
How do we feel about this card? How do you feel about this card? Because I think we are going to see it an awful lot.
I haven't bumped into it enough to have it, to really see how big of an issue it's going to be.
I think the higher in competition level you go, the more we'll see it.
Yeah.
The closer you get to CEDH, the more you'll see the One Ring.
Probably.
Plus theme decks.
Yes.
Plus Lord of the Rings theme decks. That's why I play mine. Now, it's a 4-drop legendary artifact, indestructible. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, you gain protection from everything until the start of your next turn.
Cool.
Pretty good.
It's kind of like Tef's Protection-ish.
Yeah, we could call it that. Test protection, that if you bounce and cast again, you can
Yeah.
gain invulnerability. We'll have to see if that comes up at all. But also, at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life for each burden counter on the One Ring. Also, tap, put a burden counter on it, draw a card for each burden counter on the One Ring.
Dang.
So you play it, tap it, draw a card. Next turn, you untap and you lose a life. Tap it again, draw 2.
Yes.
Next turn, lose 2. Tap it again, draw 3.
Yeah.
Like, we've drawn 6 cards off of this thing already and taken 3 damage.
Yeah.
That's pretty freaking good for 4 mana.
Yeah, man.
I'll take 3 damage next turn and go up to like 9 card draw or 10 card draw or whatever.
Yeah, man. It's a hell of a card. It is fairly ubiquitous. I think, personally, it's going to end up in the same kind of category as your Mana Crypt.
Yes.
That's the free one, right?
Yeah, the free one that taps for 2 deals 3 damage if you lose your coin flip.
Sure, it goes in every deck. Air quotes, it goes in every deck.
Yes.
But I think that the high price tag on it and the lack of availability will kind of keep it in check in casual. I don't think we're going to have to worry about, oh man, now I have to get one of these for every one of my decks. It's not Sol Ring.
It's not Sol Ring. It's more like Mana Crypt, you say.
Yes.
It could go in every deck, but not everybody's going to drop $70 to $80 to do the one ring or $2.6 million.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to drop $2 million on whatever.
Not me either.
Yeah, okay.
No. So I think it's not. And again, I haven't run into it a bunch of times. I know that you can recur it and be invincible and all that stuff.
Yes.
I haven't run into that yet, so I don't have an issue with it. I have the same issue with this as I do with Mana Crypt, which is I don't.
You know what? You know what I see happening is turn 1 Soul Ring, turn 2 One Ring is essentially the same thing as turn 1 land, turn 2 Mana Crypt for free, play your 4-drop commander.
Yeah.
And usually a 4-drop commander that you want to cast on turn 2 is going to stop your opponent, a la Grand Arbiter or Dranith Magistrate. I know that's not a commander. Or draw you some amount of cards.
Yeah.
Or facilitate your strategy in some way.
Tana the Butt Sewer.
And I think that this does that.
Yes.
And it's in your 99, which makes it inherently less powerful than being in your command zone.
Yep.
So I think I'm okay with it.
I think I'm fine with it. I probably should get one for my CDH deck.
You probably should. It's a pretty good card.
But I don't have one.
I want to put mine. I have several. I have several One Rings, if you can imagine. I got one in my Sauron deck, Thick Daddy.
Right.
And I want to put it in Bruvac. Second week in a row where I'm talking about adding random jank-ass cards.
Oh, yeah, the One Ring. We're talking about, this is a CDH stable. Yeah, totally jank. You're gonna put it in my jank mill deck.
Jank mill deck with 12 free counter spells or whatever. Well, that's everything that we know about the One Ring. Are you satisfied?
I think so.
I think so.
I think if anybody's like screaming for it to be banned or restricted or whatever,
get banned.
Just don't worry about it. I don't think it's going to be that big a deal at most tables, and the times it does pop up, I don't think that it's going to be in a situation where it's too powerful or whatever. It's fine.
Can you imagine wanting to remove this because it's at like 5 burden counters in a life gain deck like today?
Ugh.
And they're drawn 5 or 6 cards per turn extra, and we can't get rid of it because it's got indestructible? Then it becomes a nightmare.
Into the core. That's why people should play Into the Core.
Ooh, red 2 instant, exile 2 target artifacts.
Yep.
Is it an instant or sorcery?
It's an instant.
Ooh, Into the Core. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yep. It'll get you there. Yeah, it'll get you there.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, get their stupid Mana Crypt and One Ring.
Exactly.
Yeah, everything that Uncle Brando just talked about.
Yeah, just do it. All right, so we talk about cheat? Are we still doing the little sections?
Let's keep doing the little section.
Okay,
sure.
So here's things that we use to cheat. We have an unwinding clock.
Unwinding clock untaps all artifacts during everybody's turn. It's Seedborn Muse for arties.
That's real good with the One Ring.
Ooh.
Yeah, because you draw 1, then you draw 2, then you draw 3, then you draw 4. Then on your turn, you've drawn 4, 7, 9, 10 cards in one round of the table, and you only lose 4 life.
I like that.
That's
a good. I like that.
Yeah. Then we have a Sculpting Steel.
Ooh, that copies target artifact.
It's a clone.
A clone effect.
Yeah. And then we have a Liberator Urza's Buttlethopter.
Oh, yeah, the one with the biggest stupid face on it, with the little comically tiny wings.
Yeah.
I kind of want that on a t-shirt.
Why does it... Oh, because it has flash.
So this got flash, and you may cast colorless spells as though they had flash.
Neat.
Ooh, yeah, okay. And whenever you cast a spell, if the amount of mana spent to cast that spell is greater than Buttlethopter's power, put a +1 counter on Vibrator Urza's Butthopter. Oh, that's the name that I like.
That's a good one. Yeah,
that's
Vibrator Urza's Butthopter. Perfect.
Yep. So you cast something that's bigger than him, which is any 2-drop, then 3-drop, then 4-drop. He's going to continue to get bigger.
Correct.
Okay, I like that guy. And he's got flying, hey?
Yes.
So we're going to see if flying is relevant when we go to attack with things.
Okay.
I wonder if we're going to attack in this deck.
I mean, maybe.
Because we mentioned it being a combo deck.
Yes.
But it also could be an attacky deck.
It also slaps faces, and we'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
Recursion, that's another small thing.
Let's do recursion, and then let's do the altars, because people are waiting for it.
Okay, recursion, we've got a welding jar. We have an underworld cookbook. That's discard a card, make food, 4 tap, sack it, return target creature from your bin to your hand.
Here we go.
We have a scrap trawler, a junk diver, and a mirror retriever. We all saw those coming.
Yeah, we know that if we can get those, if we can play them or sacrifice them with a sack outlet and another, like any 2 of those 3, we can continue playing and sacrificing and generating mana. If we hop over to our mana section, we know that we're playing a Krark Clan Ironworks.
Mm-hmm.
We should have an Ashnod's Altar in here, but we don't. Instead, we are playing some true CCO stinkers. And I can't wait to talk about them. The first one, Thermal Navigator. Jeez. You know what this freaking card does? It's a common from 5th Dawn. Man, half of the people that are listening to this weren't even alive when that card came out.
The truth. It is a 2/2 for 3, sack an artifact, it gets flying until end of turn.
Oh, that's power.
Right?
That is straight gas.
I mean, this is obviously being played because it is a meme and not because Ashnod's Altar costs the same number of magics and is better.
Yes.
So we know why this is here.
This is here because it says sacrifice an artifact, : I don't give a crap what it does. Now I can sack an artifact.
Yep.
And I could maybe play the other one again if I got 2 cost reducers and just cycle my junk diver and my mirror retriever over and over and over and over again.
Rusty Smasher? Rusty Smasher.
Rusty Smasher. Anything rusty has to do with the butt.
Yes.
Okay. Butt Smasher.
Rusty Butt Smasher is a 4/1 for 4, sack an artifact, it regenerates. Sure.
He regenerates. He smashes his own butt. No, he can't smash his own butt because he can't.
He's not that flexible. He's rusty.
You can't regenerate a sacrifice. No, he doesn't work on himself.
And we also have an Arcbound Ravager and a Kuldotha Forge Master.
Okay, Forgy Master is tap, sack 3 artifacts. There you go. There's the sacrifice.
Yep.
And then you tutor for any frickin' card and put it onto the battlefield. Any artifact card.
Any artifact, yes.
Put it onto the B.
It's a pretty good card.
Okay, that's pretty good. We'll just search for an Arcbound Ravager or our Krark Clan Ironworks.
Yeah.
The last 2 in this section, which are both free sack outlets. One gives us mana. One gives us +1s on Ravager. Yep. When Ravager dies, because, we can sacrifice him to his stupid self.
Yep.
And then we put all of his +1s, because he has modular,
yep,
onto Sir Ginger. And then we can Voltron with Sir Ginger.
Also correct.
Or Liberator Urza's Battlethopter.
Probably Sir Ginger, though, because you have to Voltron less hard when it's your commander.
Yes. Now, if we in some way sacrificed and looped mirror retrievers and junk drivers with 1 rings so we can continuously cast 1 ring, tap it to draw a card, and if somewhere in that exchange we were losing life due to burden counters, we could then sacrifice Sir Ginger and gain all that life back.
Yes.
Okay, so we're starting to do the dirtly artifact thing.
Yeah, we're dirtling.
Okay, now we can go full dirtle and do the egg section, or we can continue that line and talk about attacking.
Let's do the face punching line.
Okay,
I like face punching the best. First card in the face punching section, all 10 swords.
All 10 swords. Let's see. I'll read them through. War and Peace, Truth and Justice. Of the Amonist.
That's Sword of the Anima. That's the one that finds a land when your creature attacks.
Yes. Sinew and Steel, Once and Future, Light and Shadow.
Hearth and Home.
Hearth and Home, yeah, it had a Lord of the Rings name. Forge and Frontier, Fire and Ice, Feast and Famine, and Body and Mind.
Yes. All of those are the swords they cost 3, they equip for 2, they give you protection from 2 colors, they give you +2/+2, and then some kind of an ability going from making wolves and milling cards to returning creatures to your hand to doing damage to drawing cards.
Untapping all your lands.
To making people discard shit. They do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Generally, the swords are considered to be very good.
Yes.
Even the bad ones.
Yes. Like, wait, where's the sucky one?
Truth and Justice? No, Once in Future.
Let's just read this one. Creature deals combat damage to a player. Surveil 2. That means you get to look at the top 2 cards of your library. You can put them into your bin if you want to. Then you may cast an instant or sorcery with mana value 2 or less from your bin without paying its mana cost. And then you exile it if you do.
I don't know.
That does literally nothing in this deck.
Except give you protection from blue and black.
Yes.
And +2 plus whatever.
Yes, but
Okay.
the ability of the sword does nothing in this deck.
Surveilling will get stuff out of the way if you can't
Sure.
continuously sacrifice artifacts. Whenever an artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1 counter on Sir Ginger and scry 1. If we can't continuously do that, what is it? Once in Future?
Yep.
We'll get jank out of our way.
Sure.
Let's continue suiting up. We've got a Nettle Cyst. That's a living weapon equipment that gives equipped creature +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment we control. Newsflash, it's going to be frickin' lots.
It will be several.
Yes. Are we playing artifact lands? I guess we can only play one.
Yeah, we can only play the one. Darksteel, Citadel.
Darky Sea, are we playing it? We should be.
We should be if we're not.
Man, why aren't we playing that?
Oversight. Mithril Coat.
Okay, this card's good. This might be card of the week. We haven't done card of the week in a long time, and this card, I think, is significantly underplayed. This is a flash, indestructible, 3-drop equipment, equips for 3, that equips to a creature you control for free.
Legendary creature.
Yeah, so your commander's going to die, you pay 3, boom, equip it for free because it's got flash, and equipped creature has indestructible.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good.
We have a Commander Plate.
Commander Plate gives your commander protection from the colors that it is not. So
Sir Ginger is no colors, therefore she has protection from all colors.
Yes. Casted for 1, so it's a good turn 1 play, even in an artifact deck. And equip commander for 3. So you could go cast this on 1, Sir Ginger on 2, equip commander's plate on turn 3.
Now you're swinging with a 6/4.
And now you're swinging with a 6/4?
Yeah.
Yes, you are. +3/+3 and 3 power natively.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
pretty good.
pretty good. We have Black Blade Reforged.
+1/+1 for each land you control. Equip legendary for 3. So you could Sir Ginger this out too. Maybe you need like a soul ring because this one costs 2. Yeah.
Bilbo's Ring. Or
Oh.
the One Ring, if you will.
Oh yeah, the One Ring too.
Because they're the same ring.
Newsflash! Cat's out of the bag.
And onto the roof. Woo!
Okay, this is a 3-drop legendary artifact equipment. As long as it's your turn, equipped creature has hexproof and can't be blocked. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Okay. Whenever equipped creature attacks alone, which we probably will with Sir Ginge, draw a card and lose a life. So it kind of one rings you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And equip halfling 1. Equip 4.
Yeah, I don't know,
That's
man.
7 mana after we do stuff just to like draw a card. But can't be blocked though. Like if Sir Ginger's got like 20 power or infinite power if we loop some stuff.
I would replace this with what's the sword? Sword of roll a dice. You roll a d12, and if you roll more than the damage that you just did, it doubles the +1/+1 counters on the creature.
Oh, yeah?
That's probably what you want. That's what I'd put in there instead.
This seems like a more inevitable win condition in that I don't really care that it costs 3 than 4. I might just have it and just play it for 3. But when I can do a loop and demonstrate that Sir Ginger is going to get 1,000 counters, equip for 4, kill you.
Yeah.
This feels a little bit like Vorpal Sword, where you got to spend 900 mana, but then the player that you hit loses the game.
It just dies.
And people play Vorpal Sword because Vorpal Sword, D&D shit, right?
Yeah, man. And because I can swing with a slug and kill you with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is the same, except it's Lord of the Rings Vorpal Sword. There you go. Got there.
All right, so now we're attacking. Now we're going to do other things besides attacking. All right, man, let's dirtle. Should we egg?
I love eggy, dirtly
That's just egg.
Okay.
Explain to them what an egg is, Ryan.
It's like a thing that you cast. It's an artifact that you draw a card when it ETBs or when it
ETBs.
When it enters the battlefield or when it enters the bin.
Yes.
You draw a card.
We're going to start with Wedding Invitation.
Okay. 2-drop, enters the battlefield, draw a card. You sacrifice it. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. If it's a vampire, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? We sacrifice it after we drew the card. Sir Ginger gets bigger. We scry onto the next egg.
Let me tell you why I like Wedding Invitation real quick.
Sure.
Okay? Because it's Sir Ginger, the meal ender. So it's like she's the drunk wedding guest that shows up. Just like, all right, party's over, you bitches! And she just goes hard. Like the drunk auntie that like, is trying to dance on her new hip and she's just hammered.
It's like 11:30, not late enough for the party to be over,
Right.
but late enough for like 1 or 2 people to be hammered.
Yeah.
And they're going around to all the tables stealing the bottles of wine.
Yep. Yeah, there it is. See? I love stuff like that.
There we go.
We have an Urza's Bauble.
0-drop, you sacrifice it to choose a card at random from target player's hand and look at it. Then you draw a card at the beginning of the next upkeep.
You ignore that ability if the player has no cards left in hand. Just for the record.
Just for the record, says the card.
Yes.
Stone of Eric. This is a legendary artifact for 1 when... if something would die, it gets exiled instead.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I play this in my mill deck. Also, 2 tap sack. Target player sacrifice or gets rid of their whole graveyard and draw a card.
Neat.
That was hard to say.
Yes, it was. Spare supplies.
Spare supplies. Enters battlefield tapped. When it enters battlefield, draw a card. You go 2, tap, sacrifice, draw a card. That's a good one.
Soul Guide Lantern.
Soli G. Enters the battlefield, exile target card from a graveyard. Tap, sacrifice it, exile opponent's graveyard. Tap, sacrifice, draw a card. That's a good one. Play it in my mill deck.
Prized Statue.
Enters the battlefield or is put into the graveyard from the battlefield. Create a treasure token. That could make you mana if it's free, hey?
Indeed.
Yep.
Yes. Mishra's Bauble.
0, sacrifice. Look at the top card of target player's library. Draw a card at the beginning of next turn's upkeep.
Is that Yawgmoth's mask?
Yes.
Oh.
That's like the Phyrexian masky symbol Yawgmothy thing.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, because Mishra, he's Phyrexian. Him and Yawgmoth are like...
They're smashing probably.
yeah, butt buddies or something.
Lembus.
Enters the battlefield, scry 1, then draw a card. This is good. I play it in my Cascade deck. 2, tap, sacrifice, gain 3 life because it's a food. When it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, its owner shuffles it into their library. So remember, if we can infinitely cycle through our deck with scry down to this card, then we can cast it, sacrifice it, put it back into our library, and all of a sudden, if we can continue to get it, we can get infinite life gain.
And we'll... And
card draw.
Cards that we have. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I suppose if we got infinite card draw, we don't need infinite scry.
That's right.
Okay.
Ichor Wellspring.
Enters the battlefield or dies, draw a card.
Golden Egg.
It's a food, so it does food. Also, you can sacrifice golden egg to add a mana of any color, so it kind of is like a treasure as well. And when ETBs, draw a card.
Ginger Brute.
Enters the battlefield, it does nothing. It's a food golem, 1/1 haster for 1. You could pay 1, and it can't be blocked this turn except by creatures also with haste.
Yes.
Fast as fast can be, can't catch me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. And you can go 2, tap, gain 3 life. Food.
Candy Trail.
Oh, new one. I just ordered this one from Fusion. This is going into my Cascade Super Friends deck because it's a 1-drop, and I need 1-drop Cascade things that are actually good.
Uh-huh.
When it ETBs, scry 2.
Sure.
And you can go 2, tap, sacrifice, gain 3 life, and draw a card.
So superfood.
This is a food clue. It does 2, tap, gain 3 life.
Oh, it is a food. It's literally a food clue.
And draw a card. It does both what a food and a clue does.
Are there any things that are both clues and blue? Call them blue clues.
Oh. There should be.
There will be. Oh. Now that I've said that, I want $1 if you do that though, Watsy. I want a check for $1.
Ooh.
Signed by some high up in Watsy whose name I'll recognize. Who's that guy with the big head? You punched him.
punch Gavin Verhey.
I want
in the
Gavin
face.
Verhey to send me $1 if there ends up being any blue clues.
I want somebody whose last name is Hasbro to send me a check. Oh, man. Hey, did we do the whole deck?
No, we haven't done the payoffs yet.
Oh, the payoffs.
'Cause
We
we're-
should probably do those.
We're cycling. We're doing all the dirtly artifact bullshit where it's frickin' cycling through, sacking,
and
cycling,
remember,
bringing back.
every
blah.
anytime we do that, Sir Ginger's getting bigger.
Yes.
Okay.
She's going from Gingy to Mongo. People who've seen Shrek will know what I'm talking about.
Yes. To possibly that giant marshmallow thing from Ghostbusters.
Stay Puffed.
Yes.
Yes. They're the
Yeah.
same size though, Stay Puffed and Mongo.
I suppose.
Because they're the same thing. But anyway,
Yeah.
we have payoffs.
Yes.
Let's talk payoffs. We have the Ozolith.
Oh, if we sacrifice Sir Ginger to gain 100 life,
Uh-huh.
put 100 plus ones on Ozolith, then we'll just cast Sir Gingy again, I don't know, for 4 mana, and then she'll just be 100 again.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Stone Coil Serpent.
Oh, remember when I said about infinite mana?
Yes.
Okay, so if we got cost reducers, cycling junk diver, mirror retriever with the Krark Clan Ironworks, and we're netting mana on that exchange of sacrifice and get back and cast again.
Which you are because that's how it works.
Yes, okay, so Stone Coil Serpent, protection from multicolored. Sure, okay. Enters the battlefield with X plus ones on it. It's got Hydra.
Yes. It also has Reach and Trample.
Don't care. Well, Trample.
Well, trample is important.
Wait a second. Reach, Trample, protection from multicolored. It does.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a good card, man. What is it? Slagstone Refinery.
Oh, your mom's a slag.
I've never seen. That's a term for prostitute in Britain.
That's what I just said that.
That's why they had to change the name of the Transformer Slag to Slug.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because they was like, oh, this is an offensive term in Britain. It's like, I'm sure that the prostitutes don't care. You know?
Maybe they didn't want children just running around saying, I'm going to be slag. Can I be slag for Halloween? Okay, Slagstone Refinery, 4-drop artifact from Brothers War. That's what it's from. When Slagstone Refinery or another non-token artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the B or is put into exile from the B, hey, that's pretty good. Create a tapped Power Stone token. Oh. Non-token artifact. So we can just make infinite mana with this, but we can only use that mana for artifact stuff.
Artifact stuff. Or activating abilities and things.
Oh, yeah, so it works with everything that we want it to work with in this deck.
Correct.
This is going to make us infinite mana along with Krark Clan Ironworks if we don't have cost reducers now.
Yes.
Okay.
Hangerback Cocker.
Oh, Walkie B. This is my boy. Oh, no, this is...
It's not. It's
oh, no, this is not
Hangerback
Walkie B. This is Hangerback Walker, not Walking Ballista. Why aren't we playing Walking Ballista?
I don't know.
Oh.
I didn't build the deck, man.
Nerd. 0-drop XX. Enters the battlefield with X plus ones on it. That's going to be 1,000.
Yes.
FYI.
And then when it eats shit, you get Thop-Thops equal to the number of plus ones on him.
Yes, so you can make double infinite mana.
Yes.
And then you can go 1, tap, put a +1 on Hangerback Walker.
Neat.
Man, this should just be Walking Ballista.
Play both.
Boom!
There it is.
I did the CCO both howl.
Canoptic Scarab Swarm.
Oh, this is a Warhammer 40k flying. When it enters the battlefield, exile target player's graveyard. That's good. For each artifact and or land exiled this way, make a 1/1 guy with flying. Man, I should put this in my mill deck.
That's a cool card.
That's all I ever think about is my mill deck.
I know.
Oh.
Pretty soon it won't even have mill cards in it. Arcbound Crusher.
Oh, this guy's got modular too, so when he dies, all his +1s go on to Sir Ginger.
Yep.
Okay, so 0/0 for 4. I like him already. Sounds like Walking Ballista.
Yeah.
Trample. Enters the battlefield with a +1 counter on it. Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
All right.
It has modular 1.
Sure.
So like whenever you get another artifact.
Oh, whenever an artifact enters the battlefield, you put a +1 on him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a 1/1, but he gets +1 every time an artifact.
I like that he's like a furnace riding a bike. That's some fun art.
Yes.
Because he's a furnace riding a bike.
Yeah.
And it's like a steamroller bike. 'Cause he's driving over this little guy.
Yes.
And that's cool.
Yeah, I bet you he's good at making roads.
Last one, animation module.
Oh, I play this in Alenda.
Okay.
And I think it goes infinite, but let's just find out. Okay, so 1-drop artifact, whenever one or more +1s are put onto a permanent you control, you may pay 1. If you do, create a 1/1 artifact servo creature token.
Okay.
Okay. So, whenever another artifact you control is put into the graveyard, says Sir Ginger, you put a +1 counter on her.
Okay.
You sacrifice your servo, okay, that you get from animation module to a Krark Clan Ironworks.
Okay.
You put a +1 on Sir Ginger, and you pay 1 to the animation module from the mana that you made from Krark Clan Ironworks to make another servo.
Right.
You've got +1 on Sir Ginger, you've got another servo, and you've floated 1 mana.
And you scryed 1.
And you scryed 1. Holy jeepers, mother of Mary butthole. So animation module works the same way in this deck as it does in my Elenda deck.
In every other damn deck that exists. Yes. That's
So-
the deck. That's the whole thing.
We've got infinites every which way from Sunday. This is a combo and Voltron deck.
Combotron.
Editor Joe, put it on the thumbnail. Combo and Voltron deck. Which way do you think you would like to tune this deck if this was you playing this? I said, Uncle Brando, here's a pre-con, but you have to choose a strategy. What would you choose?
I'd cut all the infinite combos and go straight head on beat face with Sir Ginger every time.
Oh, yeah?
Every time.
I would go all combo and then cast Walking Ballista and just mow the field down.
But you can do that in any deck.
It would look like that scene from The Last Samurai when they actually have a Gatling gun and they just mow all the samurais down. And they're like, oh, yeah, but I'm Tom Cruise. I'm obviously a samurai.
But he's what? I don't think that's true.
No.
He's not even Japanese.
No.
He probably can't even swing a sword.
I think that's the point of the story.
Oh. Well,
Well, here's the thing. Strengths and weaknesses.
the point is you can attack with Sir Ginger, and that's fun, because attacking is the best.
I was going to say strengths and weaknesses. The weakness of Last Samurai. Tom Cruise, not Japanese.
Yes. Or a samurai.
No. No. Well, they're all actors, eh?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Cat's out of the bag, man. Sorry to
Under the
bust your
roof.
bubble.
Damn it.
Yeah. Okay. Weaknesses. Let's start with weaknesses because I want to go to strengths after.
Okay.
Okay. Many cards on their own are not very powerful.
Yes.
Yeah, Junk Diver's fine. Rusty, whatever the guy's name is
Yeah, Rusty
okay.
Trombone is fine.
Yeah, Rusty Slagger is fine. But when they all work together, it's better.
Yeah.
So you got to really rely on the scry and the egg card draw just for shitty value to start things going.
And let's also be honest, this is also a weakness of an artifact deck. When you're relying on shitty value, your turns get long and dirtily, and you may or may not actually do something, which sucks for you, and it sucks for the people that are playing with you.
Take note, F you, Lara.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it too easy for your opponents to figure out?
Yes.
They know that we're playing Junk Diver, Scrap Trawler. They know that we've got Krark Clan Ironworks after they've seen it one time. They see any one of those cards, they're going to be like, ooh, he didn't tell me he's not doing that, so I have to assume he's doing
Yes.
that.
And here's
Right?
newsflash, we are doing that.
Oh, yes.
So this deck does just bend over and just fold to like
Into the core.
Dothy Voidwalker.
Or I have this in all capitals, blowout to Vandal Blast type effects.
Yes.
As always, though, like that's Artifact Deck 101, right?
Yes, that's just how it works.
Now, here's a real deck criticism.
Okay.
And partly because we're playing removal or playing mono brown.
Yeah.
Can we call it that? Mono brown?
I can't see why not.
That's what it used to be called.
Yeah.
Light on removal.
Yes.
I said the word removal too early in the sentence.
Yes, there's only one.
Yeah.
And there's two you could play. I guess you could play a Meteor Golem too.
Yeah, and you could play like those 7 drops, like exile a permanent for 7, but those suck.
Yeah, those are terrible. Don't play those.
No, what
Instead
else?
of playing those, don't.
I suppose, yeah. Don't dilute your strategy. Just go for it, hey?
Yeah, just go hard. You're playing Artifact.
But it is something to be aware of if you want to build an Artifact deck. Removal is light unless you use many pieces to continuously do it, like you're doing to make mana or make combos already. So, like, pick your poison, right?
Yes.
Strengths.
Strengths.
Strengthies.
You're playing Sir Ginger the Meal Ender, which is one of my favorite cards, fast becoming strictly because of the picture.
Yes.
Just only because of the picture. She's got like What is
tuning
it?
Fork?
Is it a tuning fork or like some kind of bread knife or
That's
something?
like a big meat fork or something, hey?
And she's just there to whoop ass, and that's awesome.
Yeah, she's going to pistol whip Garruk with that tuning fork. She's not going to poke him with it. She's going to hit him in the face with it.
Man, where is Garruk? Why isn't he in this?
I don't know. I thought he was going to come back in Eldraine, but maybe...
Garruk and Oko, what the hell happened to them?
I don't know.
And Torbrand. And Rankle. Why aren't any of the characters I like here?
I don't know. Okay. Can both play really good cards and really bad cards.
Oh, yeah.
To great effect.
Yes.
Whether that be attacking for lots.
Yep.
Like, let's say we don't have a payoff.
Okay.
Just Sir Ginger. And we do the Mirror Retriever Junk Diver thing. We're just going to pummel people to death.
Yep.
Play your Planeswalker, I dare you. Because then I have trample. Right? Like,
Yes.
Oko who? I suppose Oko would stop Sir Ginger, but...
Well, for a minute, I mean, depends how big she is at first, right?
Whatever, we'll just sacrifice her to an artifact and then cast her again.
sacrifice her to herself. Gain a bunch of life and then play her again.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, play your Narset. I dare you. You're going to die. Okay. We could tune this to be a combo deck.
Yep.
Or an aggro Voltron +1/+1 counter deck. We already have the modular. We already have the +1s on the Commander. We're already playing Hangerback Walker. Walking Ballista is a shoe-in. We could go either way.
We do all kinds of stuff with
You would
this.
go beat. I would go combo.
Oh, I would beat all damn day.
Cool. Can be cheap and very available mana base.
Yes.
We don't need duels and shocks and fetches and multicolor lands. No, we could play Wastes and Darksteel Citadel and just value lands. Like some of them have a price tag, but most of them are cheap. Hey?
It is one of those decks where every set there's a colorless land. And whether it's good in the deck or not, maybe it's not.
Yep.
But maybe it is.
Here, check this out. Karn's Bastion, Mikokoru, Center of the Sea. That's a card draw land.
Yep.
We've got a Rogue's Passage. Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, it
Scavenger
is.
Grounds. That's good. We're playing a War Room. These are all just random colorless lands that give us extra ability or extra utility.
We got Urzatron.
Oh, Urzatron. Yeah. Are we playing the city one that pays 5, draw a card? What's that one?
I don't know.
Arch of Arazka. Yes, that's
we
the
are.
City's Blessing one. If you got City's Blessing, you can draw a card.
Yep.
Yep, that's a good one.
That's not bad. We have
that
Bonder's Enclave also. That one draws
play
you
my
cards
mill
too. The point is, we're playing all the cool lands because we can.
Yeah.
But you don't have to. You can just play Wastes. If you can find Wastes.
Oh, they just got reprinted in Commander Masters.
If you can find Wastes.
Oh.
Because it got reprinted in a deck that costs like $200.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
So here's my thing here. Can be tuned for resiliency. If you want to make sure that you always have recursion, artifacts can do that for you.
Yes.
And you can even do that right on your lands. Like with the lands that get back artifacts and stuff.
Buried Ruin and the like.
Yes, exactly. And I have a note here. I don't know. I was drinking beer when I made the notes. Which eggs should I put in my Cascade Super Friends deck?
Jesus.
Oh, thanks, Ryan. Thanks, Drunk Ryan. No problem. Now, $673 for this deck.
Yep.
That's lots.
You could cut like $200 out if you don't play all the swords.
$235 to be exact.
Yeah, because you don't need them. You really don't. They're cool in Voltron decks, and they're specifically, I think they're really good in this one because they're never going to make it so you can't target your own stuff with your own stuff.
Yep.
But you don't need them. There's a plethora of great equipments that are very good that cost less.
Or instead of using the equipments, you could tune it to be more resilient, more modular, more I guess Voltron in other ways with +1/+1 counters, or add tutors for combos, or add recursion, right? Add more removal.
In colorless.
Yeah, I
You can
suppose.
play all that terrible removal we told you not to play. You can play that.
Yeah, and save yourself $235.
Yes.
Now, here's the other thing. The One Ring. We talked about that at length.
Yep.
70 monies.
Got it.
70 Bald Eagle American gasoline monies.
That's $496 Canadian.
Minus your CCO Summer 5% promo code.
Yes.
Yeah. Gold Border Metal Worker. We touched on that for 1 second. $25 for a Gold Border Metal Worker.
Cut it. Don't need it. Yes, it's good. Yes, it's great. Cut it.
Immortal
cut it.
Sun, 33.
Cut it.
And
Don't need it.
here's the last one. I think this is the most expensive land in the deck.
'Kay.
Strip Mine, 14.
What? Cut it. Play a waste.
So here we go.
Although, to be fair, the Immortal Sun is very flavorful in the deck because it turns off Planeswalker abilities, and Sir Ginger hates Planeswalkers.
Oh,
so
yeah. Okay.
It does have some flavor there, but not $33 worth of flavor.
Okay. I think the one in here is foil, so maybe that's throwing off the price a bit. But you know what? With the cuts that we've suggested here, I don't think you're losing the core of the deck. Voltron beats +1 Scry's combo tutor by Scry.
Yes.
We're still doing all that stuff minus $377.
Yeah.
So the cost of the deck, $296.
Which is like the new cost of a...
Yeah, if you want a
fairly
Commander,
good deck.
if you want a Commander Masters Precon, you're going to pay that much.
Yes.
If you want a Lord of the Rings Precon, you're going to pay that much.
Yeah.
So you might as well build Sir Ginger because Commander Cookout told you to.
Yes.
Because it would be probably a fun deck as long as you're practiced in your +1 adding.
Yes. As long as you got some dice. I don't know where you'd get cool dice that you could use as counters or token additions, but I mean...
Oh, well, maybe if you check your Patreon messengers that will come through your email.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe we could help you out with that too.
Maybe there'll be something that you can put those dice in. I'm not sure.
Hard to say.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Last thing I want to say. We talked about the One Ring, Bilbo's Ring, Mithril Coat. Those are all cards of the week this week. You can get them all at fusiongamingonline.com. CCO Summer is going to get you a discount. It's going to get you a deal. It's going to support a good local game store that travels throughout Canada to facilitate Magic playing.
Yeah.
It's going to help out Commander Cookout if you want to support the show that way by buying cards. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And you should do it.
Yeah. You can pay less to buy the stuff you're going to buy anyway and support us in the process. It's a great deal.
There you go.
For everybody, I think.
Big thanks to Nat Thompson for the support. That is Spectral Grossed Groaner on our Discord, which is another benefit to being a patron.
Benefit.
Yeah.
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 But we appreciate that and our sponsors and all of you for listening each and every week. I hope you enjoyed the deck as much as we enjoyed talking about it. And we're going to be back next week with another super exciting episode of Commander Cookout Podcast. Hit our theme song!